Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa Moore and I am the face behind the travel page Fro Out There, Fro There. And today Lee asked me to answer some questions she had about traveling with curly hair, being a curly girl abroad. So let's get right into it. Okay, first question, 3 hair tips. First tip, get a protective style before you go on this trip if you can. It could be French braids, cornrows, goddess locks, box braids, etc. Do something that will protect your hair if you're going to be swimming a lot, be in the sun a lot. It's the healthiest for your hair on vacation. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to bring a lot of products. So definitely that. If that's not an option, and you're going to wear your hair naturally down, definitely invest in a really good curl conditioner. I love the NYC Curls conditioner. I use it as a regular conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and a deep conditioner. So that and a spray bottle really goes a long way. Third tip, bring a silk-lined pillowcase or a bonnet with you. Hotel sheets, Airbnb sheets can be really rough on your hair. And I just wear a silk-lined bonnet and have a silk pillowcase on a regular day because it just does the most protection for your hair, prevents split ends, etc. So those are my 3 curly girl tips. 3 regular travel tips. Print out your boarding pass even if you have it on an app. Cannot explain to you how panicked inducing it is when you can't pull up your boarding pass on the Apple Wallet and you're 5 minutes till boarding. Just print it out. It's easier. It's that insurance policy and it just makes it just like a safety net basically. Second thing, put that printed boarding pass in your passport and have a passport case. This does 2 things. It makes your passport more bulky, which makes it easier to grab on the go. If you're reaching for it in your backpack, it's harder to lose a bulky passport. So if you have it in a case, if you have it all together, it's very easy to keep it together. Third thing, not only get to the airport early, but get to your gate early. I cannot explain the level of panic I experienced when I realized I had been sitting at the wrong gate for an hour and missed my flight. Happens more often than you would think, more often than I am proud of, but it's definitely a priority. Get to the gate first, get to the gate before you go to the bathroom, before you hunt down Starbucks or Dunkin' or whatever. Know where you're supposed to be before you set up and get comfortable. Because if anything goes wrong, if a gate changes, you want to be in the right location. Okay, third thing, where do you get your curly hair products from? I'm from Ohio. We have lots of Target. Target has really done a good job of stepping up their curly hair product selection. They have all kinds of different brands, great range of products for all hair types. So I'm really lucky to have access to that in America. Other than that, Sephora and Ulta also carry a lot of products a lot of times, or if not those places, a local beauty supply store will do the trick. And that's nice because in a lot of other countries, like in Spain, curly hair products really didn't exist. You had to order them specially and it was a pain. Have you ever solo traveled before, and would you? While I haven't planned and executed a solo travel trip purposefully, last year I was supposed to meet family in Edinburgh from Spain and their flight got delayed 2 to 3 days. So I was there for a couple days, the first couple days of the week by myself in Edinburgh. Luckily, it's English. I spoke English. I was able to get around without much hesitation. And I just used that opportunity to go find like all the Harry Potter sites and where J.K. Rowling wrote the books and stuff, because Edinburgh really inspired a lot of Harry Potter. I grew up with Harry Potter. So it was a good time to like focus on my interests and what I want to do in the city. So then by the time when my family got there and I met up with everyone else, there wasn't a lot of tension on, oh, I want to see this, I want to do that, because I already did what I wanted to do. So I would definitely plan and execute a solo travel trip purposefully in the future because it was awesome. Most memorable destination. The first thing that comes to mind would be Tenerife in the Canary Islands. And I got to go there with some friends last year when I was studying abroad in Spain for a semester. And it was awesome. It felt really cool to be there, to be Americans there. Our Airbnb host said that she's only hosted like 2 sets of Americans before. And she was like, this is like the Caribbean for Europe. And I was like, I guess that's a good point. It's a far trek from America. It's off the west coast of Africa. It's in Europe, but it's closer to Africa. It's just a really interesting, cool place to be. I felt really special, like, to be there and experience it. So yeah, definitely Canary Islands. How do I take care of my hair while traveling? Well, like I said, like I really try to do protective style. I really want to make that more of a priority going forward because it just saves so much time and energy. Again, silk lined pillowcase, bonnet, best friend. Bringing a spray bottle just saves so much stress. You don't have to like lean under the sink or in the tiny European bathroom, or use up all the hot water in the Airbnb or the hostel in the shower. Just get a spray bottle. It makes it so much easier. Also, just making sure your hair stays healthy, conditioned. If you don't have room, if you lose your luggage, if et cetera, craziness happens, use the natural resources that are around you. Olive oil is often in Airbnbs, coconut oil at the supermarket, eggs, avocado, honey mask, just like ingredients that you can buy at the store to hold you over and moisturize your hair until you have access to those products again can go a long way. If olive oil is all you have in the Airbnb and you lost your hair products, wet down your hair, put some olive oil in it, braid it up. Perfect. Boom. And then last question, where would you like to go once this is all over? Back to Spain. I had plans to move to Spain after graduation. Things are up in the air still a little bit. I still anticipate going back to Spain, knock on wood, but of course not until it's healthy for me, for the country, if I'm negative, etc. There are a lot of factors that would go into me moving back to Spain. So hopefully the cards align and I get to go back. So those are the questions asked and answered. Thank you, Lee, for including me in this. Come check out Fro There if you want to learn more about me and my travels. And thanks. See ya.